All right. That's it for the news.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Game Club.
Ooh.
Each week, we talk about a video game. We play a chapter or a segment or a timed interval, and then we go ahead and we talk about it on this podcast. And you can play along with us if you so desire.
You should desire.
You can join the Discord down below. You could interact with us live in the chat, or you can post in the Discord about your experience, and we will read about them on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
We'll read about them. We will read them aloud on the podcast.
Sure.
And we will have a discussion with the club because it is a game club, just like a book club, but for games.
Oh, book club.
Yeah. Except we don't read the entire book. Or play the entire game at once. We go chapter by chapter.
Exactly.
Because that can take
Well,
a
I don't
long
think
time.
book clubs read a whole book, do they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know some clubs do and some clubs don't.
Imagine it's like we're reading War and Peace for book club. You have to read War and Peace by next week.
Ooh.
1,000 pages.
I'm dyslexic as frig. That's not going to work out.
And you accidentally read Peace and War.
Yeah. So, we have wrapped up Yakuza 0.
15 through prologue.
Yes.
Yes, we did wrap it up.
Yeah. Frank is currently sitting in my mousing spot, so...
What a guy.
I know. So, chapter 15. Scattered Light.
Scattered Light.
What happened in Scattered Light?
We were Majima, right?
Yes. We were Majima. Are we Majima? Yeah, we're Majima.
Yeah, we're just trying to track down, where Makimura is. She's disappeared from everybody.
Yes.
We found out a lot of stuff about like how her brother's Tachibana and he died and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the empty lot is hers, and everybody wants it. We got the Dojima is coming after it, the Oni Alliance, the Nikkei Consortium, like everybody wants her basically.
Yeah.
And no one knew why. Well, I mean, Majima didn't know why he was sent to kill her, and then he decided to help her out and whatever. It's the whole like conspiracy basically around her.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the family or in the clan with their own agendas on what to do with her and how to get her and how to get the empty lot to get ahead in the family, to get ahead in the clan, to be the next. Because right now the clan is being run by a figurehead. Yeah, he's not the actual captain of the clan.
Yeah, the other guy died, so he's sort of acting captain, and everyone's sort of vying for more power during this. Dojima wants to get the lot because if he gets the lot, the Kamurocho revitalization project can go ahead, and then he'll have so much power that he will be like the de facto leader of the Tojo clan. And then behind the scenes, Kazuma in jail has been like manipulating everything. So like master tactician to prevent that from happening. And it sort of all comes to a head in these last chapters here, basically.
Yeah. So as Majima, we're actually, because we're in Kamurocho, we're now going to go see the head of his estranged family, quote unquote. So Shimano. So Sagawa wants us to go and talk to Shimano.
Yeah.
About a couple things. This is after we failed to find Makimura again.
Yeah.
And so you go in and you talk to Shimano, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I knew everything that was going to happen. I orchestrated everything." And Majima's like, "What?
Yeah,
I've just been a pawn this entire time."
It's weird that how both stories they're both pawns.
Yeah,
I said that a few game clubs ago where I was like, their stories are like mirrors of each other. Yeah, that's why I thought Makimura was going to die. Because Tachibana died.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Shimano's like, Majima, Goro, you do not have to kill her anymore. Just bring her here. Sign the empty lot over. It's fine. That's it.
Yeah.
And then you're back in the family.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Everyone, not everyone, but people recognize him in Kamurocho.
Yes.
Where they'll be like, oh my God, we heard about the guy like Goro who like disappeared and he lost an eye and he disappeared and you're like here standing in front of us. Are you like back in the family or whatever? And he's always like, no, I'm not in the family. I'm trying to be. For whatever reason, he wants to get back in.
Yeah.
And then what else happens here? We go to the empty lot. Oh, we're supposed to find Makimura.
Well, we have to, because Majima knows that he's got to find Kiryu to find Makimura.
Oh yeah, right.
So we have to go to he goes to the Kazama family office, fights some dudes.
Yeah, and we fight what's his name?
Kashiwagi.
Oh yeah, Kashiwagi on the roof.
What a bullshit fight.
Why?
Oh, it's just bullshit.
Like, did you lose or something?
Several times.
Oh, really?
Couldn't beat him at all. He was just like, I'd be like beating on him, then he'd be like, well, I'm just doing a move. You can't, it's unblockable.
Oh, really?
You just die.
I beat him. I had to heal a couple times, but I just was breaker style, just kicking him in the head so many times.
I lost so many times. The game was like,
do you want to play
an easy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. This is some bullshit.
Oh, crazy. Maybe I was higher leveled or something like that.
Oh, you're definitely higher leveled than me.
But I just breaker styled and just was spinning around, kicking him in the head a bunch.
He could he would just block everything I would do, and then he'd go and attack me, and I'd block, and he'd be like, oh, well, I broke your block in one hit. Then sends me across the room, and I'm like, oh, or the roof. Anyway.
Once you finally beat him, Majima's like gonna, torture him basically to get the information, and one of his little lackeys is like up there, like, no, don't do it. And he's like, well, I need to talk to Kiryu, or no, Nishiki, I think. Nishiki.
Yeah.
Because if he finds Nishiki, he can find Kiryu. And he's like, Serena, go to Serena.
That's where he usually hangs out.
So you go to Serena, and Nishiki's there, and Majima goes, and he's like, I'm looking for a guy, Nishiki, see if I'm in here, whatever. And then they have a little bit of a fight there.
Yeah.
Did you complete the QuickTime events in that fight? There's one where Reina hits you over the head with a wine bottle.
Yeah.
And then there's another one after that.
Yeah.
I failed the one with Reina that hits you over the head with a wine bottle.
I got that one.
You did it?
He just goes, whoop.
That was an achievement, dude. To fail that one is an achievement.
Oh, hitting the bottle trophy. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So I did that. I didn't fail it intentionally. I just was like, I failed it. Fuck. But I got an achievement for it. But that was another fight where I was like, well, sorry, I'm gonna destroy Bar Serena for you, and I started breaker style all over the room, just kicking chairs around and everything.
I didn't think that this was gonna end up being a fight. I was like, oh well, Reina's gonna be like, no, don't do this, go outside.
That's what I thought too, because last time we fought, Kiryu was like, let's go outside in the back, and then I beat the shit out of everybody. But that was when Kuze or Awano came to the club and like beat up Nishiki. Nishiki.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I guess Majima's a little different. He will just fucking spin kick around the room. He doesn't care, right? So we beat up him, and he's just like, I need to protect her. And they're kind of like, oh, we're on the same team kind of here.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to kill her, you want to save her? Okay. That sounds pretty good. And I don't even know how we get to the point where they're actually assaulting like everybody, where like the sort of end of the game comes through. I guess it's because after this he finds Makimura.
Yeah, you have to go to the empty lot.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know where she is, where do I go? And I'm like, well, obviously the empty lot. Like, come on.
Yeah, so you go to the empty lot, and she's standing on one of the roofs of one of the buildings there.
It's like, how did she get up there?
And so you go up there and find her, and she's got her eyesight back.
Well, sort of. She can see
shapes. She can see blobs.
Yeah. And she's like says, no. Yeah, that's right. She's like, I have to kill these guys. Are you going to help me or not? And Majima's like, no, I'm not going to help you.
Yeah, she wants you to kill the Shibusawa, Kuze, and Awano. Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can't do that. And she's like, well, you can't help me. And she goes to leave. And he's like, well, let's get some food. Let's go get some food. And then you can tell me to leave if you want.
Yeah.
She's all hungry or whatever. So they have a little date. They get some takoyaki. And it's like, Majima's so stupid. But she's like, I'm going to go get another takoyaki. And actually, it was a little annoying before that because you have to like lead her through town. Slow as fuck. And she keeps falling over. And I'm just like, Majima, like, put an arm around her or something.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Jesus Christ.
It's just a standard escort quest where she has to follow behind you, and anyone she bumps into, she falls over.
Yeah. So we get the takoyaki, eat it, and then she's like, I'm gonna get more takoyaki. And he's like, no, wait here. I'll get the takoyaki. And I was like, Majima, you're such a fool. So she leaves, of course, when he's gone.
Yeah. So when he gets back, there's a homeless guy there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, she said wait for the guy with the takoyaki and give him this message." And she said I could have the takoyaki.
Yeah, meet at the roof tomorrow at 5. And I'm like, AM or PM?
AM or PM?
So then I was like, do they use 24-hour clock in Japan? I don't know.
So what I was wondering at this point was, well, what if you just eat the takoyaki? What happens then?
I think you have to have it. I read a thing, because there's an achievement there.
Yeah.
Where if you don't go back for 15 minutes, you get an achievement. And a guy was talking about how he had a cold takoyaki and he had a different other takoyaki. And then he had the hot takoyaki. And if you wait long enough, it turns into a cold one and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what would happen if you ate it. It'd be interesting to see anyways. They'd probably just say like, oh, I forgot the takoyaki. I gotta go get it. So, but when we go back to the roof, we get attacked by Dojima clowns. Yep. And they're like, yeah, she turned herself in. She's selling the land right now to Dojima.
Yep.
Like, she asked for us to come and kill you. Like, the joke's on you, buddy. And then he's like, no. This is a ploy. She wants me to come and get her. She sent you guys to die, basically.
Yep.
And then I fucking breaker styled all over their asses again.
I bat styled. Easy fight.
I was just doing so many spins. I just love it because like 6 guys will fall down and I'll be doing my leg spins and then money will fly out of them. So good.
And then we get to see what's going on with Makimura at the Sebastian building.
Yes.
When we get a little cutscene here with her going up there being like, hey, I'll sell you the lot,
but you got to kill
your 3 lieutenants.
Chop their heads off.
Yeah.
She thinks she has all the power, basically.
Yeah.
She wants these guys dead because they were basically the ones that killed her brother.
Yeah.
And then he tells a story about how, like, oh, the only people that know about the empty lot are, like, a couple bureaucrats that we can basically buy off, and us. So, like, as long as no one puts up a stink about us using the empty lot, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, like, you have no power here.
And meanwhile, while this is happening, Majima is coming up the elevator to the top of that building.
Yeah, kicking the shit out of everybody. Yeah. So much breaker style for me in this building.
Yeah.
He gets there right as the moment when what's his name?
Gao Louis?
He shoots her.
Gao Louis.
He gets to the roof, comes to the elevator. He shoots her. She falls, and then Awano, all the other guys, they are like, well, let's be cool guys and fly away in a helicopter.
Yeah.
And they fly away, and then Majima kicks the shit out of everybody and then gets to Makimura, sorry. And he's like, don't die. I'll save you. And someone... Oh, this is after he kicks the shit out of Gao Louis. So this is when we have the fight.
No, that's the finale is Gao Louis. This is where Sarah does come up.
But who does he shoot?
That's in the next chapter.
Oh, okay.
Because Majima...
Oh, right. Yeah. We just kick a crap out of all like the little trooper guys there.
Yeah, and then Sarah comes
up and is just
helps.
like, we got to get her out of here. They don't know she's alive. They think she's dead, whatever. So we got to save her. Let's take her away.
Yeah.
They take her away to the hospital.
And then we begin the finale.
Yes. Where we are playing as, I think we're Kiryu at the start, aren't we?
Yes, we are Kiryu at the start. Yeah. We get to see Majima in the operating waiting area, and that's the surgery's gone well. They've got her out. The world's
sexiest doctor comes out.
Ridiculous. I was like, hello.
Yeah. She's got to be an idol. There's got to be an erotic video of her in the game.
Probably. So, yeah.
Sarah's like, we're going to take her to a safe location on my boat on the docks or whatever. Yeah. And I just assumed when he says, I'm going to take her on my boat, that they would set sail.
You're right. I also thought that they would set sail. But we get to see Shibusawa's plan, and he's just going to be like, we have to get rid of everyone. Kazama clan has to go down.
Yeah,
otherwise we're not going to be able to progress.
We got to get rid of everyone that's part of it. And so it's time for Kiryu to take out the trash yet again.
Yeah.
And we got to fucking beat the shit out of Kuze yet again.
Oh, so we get a call from a random number, and we got to go down to the Little China, Little Asia.
Yep.
And talk to Chen, but also who's there is Sarah.
Yes.
And so you get the lowdown on what's actually happening. You find out that Makimura's on the boat.
Yeah.
That Shibusawa is here he's going to eliminate everyone in the Kazama family to show his strength.
Yeah.
And if Makimura wakes up, the Nikyo Consortium will take the empty lot, which is Kazama's final goal to thwart Dojima.
Yeah. And so where does Kiryu go to fight Kuze?
So Kiryu meets up with Nishiki outside the
right.
lot.
Yeah.
Not the lot,
the village.
The bum village, in the park. And then he says, I'll hold him here. And then he goes, you do a fight there, as Kiryu and Nishiki goes down to the Dojima family headquarters. Or not the Dojima.
The
Kazama family office.
To protect it or whatever.
Yeah. And then after you're done after Kiryu's done his fight, heads back down there as well. And outside is Kuze. It's just Kuze.
He's like, this is where we're going to finish it for real.
Yeah.
You know, you've beat me 4 other times, but this time I'm going to take you.
And it's kind of weird because after the last beating, he kind of gains a little bit more respect for Kiryu.
Yeah. Well, he's also beaten down because now he's not even really a lieutenant. He's working for what's his name? He's not like his own. He's not his equal anymore. He's like his subordinate.
Yeah. And so this fight, Kuze's got 3.5 health bars.
Mm-hmm.
It was just ridiculous. I was like, what? How did you get so many more health bars from the last time we beat the hell out of you?
Plot armor.
I guess so.
I don't know what style I used. Probably rush, I think. I rushed all over these guys.
Yeah, I rushed him here. This one was not that difficult.
No, I just would dodge and then punch him when he was punching away from me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Once you beat him, he kind of like tells you, like, as the evil villains do, like, here's the whole plan.
Yeah, I think at this point, Kuze is he's just like, nah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. I'm not where I want to be, and I'm not happy in the Dojima family.
No. He's got beat by me 5 times. So
yeah.
I'd be pretty unhappy too. And then...
And now it's we can switch between...
Yeah.
Now it's like, get ready for the final fight.
Yeah.
We can switch between
Kiryu
and Majima to get health potions or healthing up things.
Yeah, I was maxed
Stamina
out with
XXX.
full stuff.
Oh yeah, me too.
So I didn't need to buy anything. So we just moved on to the fighting. I loved beating the shit out of all the Dojima guys' Majima. That was fun. Just fucking spin kicking everyone down. So much breakering going on. Oh my god.
Yeah. The first part of the fight is were you as Kiryu or were you as Majima in the first bit?
Well, I was Kiryu and then I said I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And I switched to Goro and then I say I'm ready to go. So I don't know whoever it automatically defaults to there.
Huh.
I think it was probably Goro.
Huh, cuz mine was Kiryu.
But I can't remember. I don't think it really matters either way.
I don't think so either. Everything happens at the same time.
Yeah.
In storyline format.
I remembered what I did. I don't remember what order I did it in.
So Kiryu and Nishiki go up to the boat.
Yeah, and there's like
it's just surrounded.
A war going on, basically.
Yeah. And as soon as Shibusawa is there as well, but he's just kind of waiting until you arrive
just to show
as Kiryu.
Yeah,
just to show
because they're gonna go on there, and the idea is they're gonna kill Makimura.
Yeah,
so they got to go on there to save her or whatever.
And so it's Kiryu and Nishiki versus the entire Shibusawa family.
Yeah.
Until the Kazama family shows up in big dump trucks.
Yeah, and
everyone piles out,
and they're having like a fucking war there.
Yeah, and as soon as the Shibusawa family and the Dojima family come up the ramp, the Nikyo Consortium starts opening fire on them. It's just like bullets and everything going crazy.
I was like, where are the police in this
part
of the game? I guess maybe it only lasted a few minutes, but like it was like fires and explosions and guns and everything. Maybe the cops knew like, oh, the Yakuza are having a war. Well, we'll just let them deal with themselves.
We can't do anything about that.
We'll come in later.
Yeah. So you beat your way up to the ship, beat your way onto
Mhm.
the ship, and this is where what I would say the bullshit starts to happen.
Oh, the bullshit.
The goddamn bullshit.
Okay. What bullshit are we talking about?
Everyone's got guns.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's got freaking guns, and they two-tap you.
I was, so, for example, I did get shot a bunch, but there'd be parts where there'd be 3 guys in a hallway,
Yeah.
and then at the very end, there's 2 guys with guns.
Yeah.
I just ran past the guys at the start, and
Yeah,
I
you
would
had
hide
to.
in the little hallway. They would shoot, and I'd go to the next one, and I ran down to the end, and I beat those guys up there.
You had to, but like I would like run at them, then they'd like 2-shot me, and then be like, oh well, now I got to heal. Then run up some more, 2 shots.
Well,
heal.
I timed it so I could just hide behind the little outcropping, and they would never end up shooting me running up. But it'd be like I'd open a door later as Majima and be like, I got shot. So then I'd like fall back in the hall. The guys would chase me into the hall. I'd kill those guys, and then I'd run in the room and kill the guy with the gun.
I would take so much damage getting shot.
Found that if I ran like parallel to them, they couldn't really hit me very well. Like if
Yeah.
I ran right at them, obviously they're gonna shoot me.
Of course.
But if I ran sort of like sideways, they would sort of like miss me and stuff. So it was a pain in the ass, but I didn't like die or anything like that.
Yeah. I didn't die, but I used up all my healing.
Yeah, I used
through
a
those
fair
areas.
amount.
It was ridiculous.
I used a fair amount. Well, which sort of climactic battle do you want to talk about first? Maybe Majima?
Yeah, let's talk about Majima. The Majima fight I thought was way better than the
I think
the Kiryu fight.
I don't know. Like for style points, yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
But
And for fun for me anyway.
I thought the impact of the Kiryu one was more, but
Oh yeah, at the end anyway.
Yeah. So we're fighting Gao Liu, and he's like, all of a sudden he turns into Wolverine.
Well, we fight the other guy first.
Oh right, we fight Awano.
Awano, yeah, we fight Awano first.
I was shocked by Awano's fight. Like, I wasn't shocked that we fight Awano. We beat him up or whatever. I was shocked when Awano was like, yeah, okay, I'll sacrifice my life to save Majima here.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, Majima sort of told him, like, hey, your life is, you've been living on Easy Street. You don't live for anything.
Yeah, he was just living to party and do whatever.
Yeah. He liked the liquor and the ladies and whatever. So maybe he kind of saw the writing on the wall and was like, oh, this guy's going to actually take out the Dojima clan. I don't have much to live for after this. And I can die like a warrior when I've been living like high on the hog, you know? Because Gao Liu comes in and he shoots at Majima and he does like the slow-mo like, no! Jumps in front of the bullet, you know? But then he gets shot like 6 more times. Very much like when... what's his name got shot in the prison there?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but that's the second guy that sort of got shot up for Majima like that.
Yeah.
So he shoots all his rounds. He doesn't have any more bullets left. This is supposed to be the #1 assassin in Asia. Pretty bad that he couldn't save 1 bullet, but anyways.
Yeah.
So then we have to fight him, and he has these little Wolverine claws he pulls out. That's how he kills Awano, actually. Awano, like, takes 6 shots. It's okay, but then he stabs him with his little Wolverine claws.
Yeah, but those are, they're throwing daggers.
I know, but he holds them like
he holds them like Wolverine claws, for sure.
And he has infinite amounts of throwing daggers.
100% infinite amount. Just throwing daggers all day.
So when I was streaming when I did this, and the chat was telling me like, oh, this is a hard fight, and if you don't change your fighting styles up, he'll learn and like he'll be able to take you out or whatever. And I was like, well, I like breaker style, so I'm gonna breakdance all over his ass, and that worked pretty good for me. I didn't have to change styles.
I didn't have to change styles either. I beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, I would just
no problem.
If I got too close to him when punching, he would usually break me out of it. So I would start my combo by just punching air, and then I'd start breakdancing all over his ass. I like the sort of when he switched styles, basically.
Yeah.
Where he like got rid of his throwing daggers, and then he had a gun and a sword, and then he got rid of the sword, and he shot the sword and broke it or whatever.
There are a couple of neat little quick time events in there for sure.
Yeah. We beat him. We're just going crazy on him, punching him, and Dojima is like, no, stop, whatever. He pulls out a gun and he shoots at Majima, but misses. He probably hasn't held a gun in like 50 years.
Yeah.
he's all shaky, and he's like, "Oh, you're trying to interrupt me here? Well, don't worry, you'll have plenty of time in a minute. I'm gonna take care of you in a minute or two."
Yeah, you could tell that Majima is just descending into madness in this little scene.
Well, apparently, canonically, the moment Makimura gets shot is when he turns into the Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Which okay. I believe that.
Yeah, but she's okay.
Well, yes, but he doesn't know that at this point. She is dead to him already, though.
Yeah,
no matter what.
yeah. 100%.
Sarah shows up, shoots the gun out of Dojima's hand, and it's kind of like, she's fine.
She's awake. She
awake.
sold us the lot.
Yeah, I own it now. The whole thing is done.
It's over.
You don't have to kill them. They'll go to jail. I've already talked to the police somehow. So don't worry about it. She's going to live. And then Kiryu finally gets to
Shibusawa,
the top of the boat. So the other thing I noticed was, I don't know if it's intentional or whatever. There's a few building names in the game translated in English where it's like, oh, is that intentional? Like when we go and Tachibana gets killed, that was like the crescendo building.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the building of the music, you know?
Yeah.
And Majima fought Nishiki in Barcelona,
mm-hmm.
and the boat was the Ocean Serenade. So there's sort of name similarity between Serena and Serenade.
Yeah.
Also another musical theme going on. The one thing that I forgot to say, when I was streaming it, Awano rips off his shirt. Yep. Majima has his off. And someone's like, oh yes, Majima has the Hanyo, I think, tattoo of the demon on his back.
Mm-hmm.
But you would never know, but Awano's tattoo is a demon killer.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, oh yeah, see, if someone hadn't told me that, I wouldn't know, right?
Yeah.
But if you were Japanese, you probably would know whatever story that's from and be like, oh, like he's the demon and he's the demon killer, you know, like whatever. But then when we get to Kiryu versus Shibusawa, they both have dragon tattoos, but Shibusawa's is filled in.
Yeah.
Kiryu's not quite there yet, you know? But their epic fight there, oh my god, brutal. Kiryu just going to town on him. The punches at the end and stuff, oh my god.
That was the only good part of this fight, I found.
Oh, I liked it.
I found the entire thing was annoying and...
Annoying? How so?
It was just like, he just doesn't take any damage at this point and just beats me.
Oh.
I can't punch him. I can't stun him. I can't do anything. He just beats the hell out of me.
Maybe I was higher level or whatever. It was a long battle. I healed and everything, but I liked it a lot. Especially like it was kind of like you had to change your styles as the fight
he used
progressed.
the exact same styles you do as Kiryu. The exact same. He starts out with Rush. He goes to the Fury one.
I don't think he uses what you use. I think he uses based on the environment.
He uses what he's programmed.
Yeah. So like when he kicked me out the window and I was like, oh, it's beast mode time out here.
Yeah,
Look
exactly.
at all these tables.
So he goes beast mode.
Yeah. I love that fight part because we're both swinging tables at each other. It looked hilarious. But we finally beat him down and we do a few quick times where we're like, you know.
You kick him up against the railing and you just go ham with the quick times.
Yeah.
That was the only good part of this fight I found. I found his 4 health bars to be incredibly annoying. And it just wasn't fun. I didn't have any fun.
Yeah,
doing
I guess
I
just was higher level, so I didn't find it that crazy or whatever, you know.
I didn't lose, mind you, but
I just
didn't have fun
one time in the game. I mean, I lost to Mr. Beatdown, but that's not like a restart thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he took your money or whatever. But when you're getting ready to murder him, Nishiki comes in and was like, no, don't do it. You know, when you need to cross that line, that's something in the future, but you don't need to do it right now. Don't become like him.
Yeah.
You know? And it's true, we didn't have to. Because we sort of foiled everything about the whole thing, basically.
Yeah.
Everything that was going on with any of these guys, it's over, basically.
Yep.
Awano's dead. Kuze's given up, basically, gets arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Shibusawa, he gets arrested. He's alive. Dojima is shamed. he doesn't get promoted to captain because Sarah ends up getting to be promoted to captain.
Yeah.
And yeah, it all sort of works out for them, really.
Yeah.
We see like the Kiryu and Nishiki are talking at the end of the game, and Nishiki's like, "What's with that suit you're wearing?" He's like, "That style is going out of style already." Like, he's just like, "I like it," you know. And that's the outfit he wears in all the other games, is that suit there. And then we see like Majima with Sagawa, and I was like, "Why is Majima treating him with such respect?"
He's back in the clan. He's back in the family.
But he was like a total peckerhead. Well, that's the thing though, is he gets. Like, I was like, why is he being so nice to him? And someone's in the chat, he's like, well, he knows he's dead. Like, he's just sort of like, he's not going to be part of the clan anymore because he fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens to him at the end when the guys like tap him on the shoulder and he's like, oh, you guys are fast. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
He's off to be killed. But we see Majima's like crazy man outfit with his snakeskin jacket and his shirt. His shirt.
Short hair.
Short hair. I think he looks better with short hair than the ponytail. But I think he's also like, I think he's playing the role of the crazy man. I don't think he's that crazy.
I don't think he is either, but he is playing the role of the crazy man.
He's just gonna do his own thing, right?
Yeah.
There's the scene with Makimura where her and the doctor are apparently good friends now.
Yeah.
I guess they're wandering the
they're
streets.
good friends now. I really like this scene. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Where they come across some ruffians who are like looking to have a good time, and Majima just rolls up behind them, and they're like, "Oh,
hey, we got this girl for you."
And then they go, "But Maji," and they don't say his name fully, and then he just lays them all out.
Yeah, I don't know if she even knew his name though.
I think she did.
Well, I think when she talks later in the end, where she talks about all these people that helped her, she says everyone by name because she goes Lee and she says so and so.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't say his name.
She doesn't say his name, so I don't know if she knew his name, but she definitely didn't know what he looked like.
No.
She only knew what his voice sounded like because you saw that whole section. He never said anything in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then the doctor comes over, the other doctor, the male doctor, and he's like, "Let's go talk." And he's like, "Do you love her? You know, you're gonna treat her right. Don't hesitate. You know, whatever." And he sort of goes off, and Makimura is just like, he had a sad eye. He was very sad looking, and he heads off.
I think as he was heading off, she puts it together.
Yeah, maybe, but she never saw him or whatever. So
no,
I don't even know if she knew he had an eye patch.
No, but she knew that he was missing an eye because when they were talking about when he gets her the takoyaki the first time, they talk about it.
Yeah. And then what else happens? She goes to the empty lot to bring flowers to her brother, and while she's there, she hears like a ringing sound or whatever. Yeah, very convenient.
Yes.
I don't know if it was intentional that she found the watch or that Dojima had buried the watch in honor for Tachibana. I don't know. I mean, he knew that it was from her brother or whatever. Yeah. But he had it fixed, so she finds it and she's all, touched and whatever by it, and basically implies, oh, she's going to be okay. Yeah. That's pretty much it, except for the post-credits scene.
That was the post-credit scenes.
Well, there's also the little sort of story.
The where are they now kind of stories.
Yeah, and they say like Sarah's the... So it sort of like hints at...
what's coming up.
In Kiwami. Yeah. Like Yakuza 1. So like Sarah's the chairman. Kazama's out of jail. Nishiki apparently sounds like he's gonna maybe betray Kiryu, possibly. Yeah,
because Kiryu goes to jail for a little bit, and when he gets out, Nishiki's completely different.
Yeah, he's sort of like stepped over him, basically. Yeah. Yeah. And
which is kind of weird from the way Nishiki behaves throughout the whole thing.
Well, he changed a lot from... Well, do you remember how he was like gonna kill Kiryu?
Well, yeah, because he didn't want him to be tortured. He didn't want him to come to harm, so he was gonna just get rid of him because he knows that it's easier that way for Kiryu. Yeah, because he's a sworn brother and he doesn't want to put him through that torture.
The game was more, I feel, the story of Majima than Kiryu.
Yes.
Because Kiryu is just sort of like, yep, I'm a gangster. Whereas Majima goes from like this sort of like, I don't want to call him meek, but like,
yeah,
sort of downtrodden dude trying his best to get back in the Yakuza to a fucking madman.
yeah, to falling in love, to doing all this stuff, and
Yeah.
then becoming a madman.
Yeah. But the last scene is them meeting each other.
Yeah.
When they're walking in Kamurocho and they're walking to each other and you just see Majima walk up and he's like, Kiryu-chan! Which is the craziest look on his face.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I got to play Kiwami. So yeah, it was great. I just love the way the game was like a hardcore Yakuza gangster story, main storyline. And then it's like side story. Oh yeah. We got to like produce a talk show, a cooking talk show with the talent, or like we got to prevent this girl from selling her panties.
90% of the side stories were horny, or maybe 50%.
Yeah,
90% is a
yeah.
little bit too much. Yeah, they're super horny. I'm like, what the heck is
Yeah,
this game?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I love how there's none of that in the main storyline.
Yeah.
It's just like gritty Yakuza story.
Yeah.
You know, no jokes, no sort of silliness. Just straight Yakuza.
Main storyline, extremely good.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely crazy. You know, some of the gameplay mechanics, the way the cameras worked, I could, you know.
Yeah,
I
the only
could leave
time
it
I
for
had
sure.
a problem with the camera was I was trying to do the one fighting mission thing where you have to dodge
Yeah.
in the little crowd of people, and the camera would be like, I can't see, like there's so many people in my way. What is going on? Other than that, I thought the camera was fine. Actually, the camera running in Little Asia was pretty bad too.
Oh yeah, any of the running through Little Asia, you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
everything's so tight, you can't get the camera in the walls at all. It's just like, ugh.
The mini games, like the telephone club, was a pain in the
Oh,
ass.
what a terrible game.
Baseball, atrocious. Dancing, pain in the butt. Karaoke was good, but what I didn't like about it was that the speed of the little indicator would change. Like
Yes.
one line needed to be slow and then it would be fast, and it was just like,
What are you doing?
what?
This
Or
is
like
terrible
maybe
gameplay
like
mechanic.
put the first indicator on a fast line further along.
Mm-hmm.
Like give me a little more time to react that
Yeah,
this thing is going to
exactly.
be shooting along here so fast. But the dancing minigame, hated it. Karaoke was fun. The only problem was like when you do good, you get the little cutscene video. But I'm like, I'm busy trying to do karaoke. I
Can't watch it.
I can't watch it. The erotic videos were more like just awkward than erotic.
Yep.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
One thing I wanted to play more of the mini games was the slot car racing.
Oh, that I barely did.
I only did like a couple ones. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna like roam around, juice my car up a lot, but never ended up having the time to do it.
Yeah.
One of the main storyline missions mechanic that I hated the most was escorting Makimura through Kamurocho.
When you're sneaking?
When you're sneaking. Not Kamurocho, but through, what's it?
Sotenbori.
Sotenbori. When you're sneaking. I hated that. Hated every second of it.
Yeah, it sucked, but I mean, you get caught, you just punch the guys and whatever.
Yeah,
It's not that big of a deal.
I didn't like it at all. I was like, oh my god.
I don't like
dumb.
stealth in games generally, so.
And then when they brought it up again, I was like, oh my god, please no. But it was like 2 minutes. So
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
And then, I just hate that last fight. I didn't find to be fun at all.
Yeah,
like I said, the end part of it where you're doing the quick time events and you're just like super into it. That was great. I think the quick time events went on a little bit too long and they didn't vary it up enough.
Yeah, the one thing with the quick time events is like there was some heat actions that would come up where it would be in a quick time event as well, where you have to like press circle or something like that. But they came up so rarely for me that when they did come up, I was like, and I would never press the button in time.
Yeah.
Because those ones are like, if you hit the circle button, like you would punch them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But it only ever happened so rarely that I never remembered to do it.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked.
I think I disliked the combat for most of it, like throughout the whole game. I like the combat. I was like, meh, whatever.
That's
whenever there was anything really storyline based, when you had a comrade with you, then the combat I found interesting. Like, I think the most fun I had in the combat was when we were escaping Tojo Clan headquarters.
Okay.
I think that was the most fun I had in the combat, was doing that.
My favorite fight was when we fought Kuze in the basement when he killed Tachibana got killed.
Oh yeah, that was a good
when you're with
fight.
Nishiki.
Yeah.
And I just had the heat level so high that I just would wait for Kuze to try to punch me, and I would hit the Y button, and it did our combo attack where I'd grab his fist and then punch him in his face.
Yeah. Any of the fighting that we did with Nishiki, I was like, yes, this is great.
I also liked it when I fought with Tachibana because it was hilarious just seeing him do high kicks and stuff with his dead arm. Yeah, I loved it a lot. I had a lot of fun. How many hours did it say you played at the end?
40.
Wow, that's it, eh? I was over 60. What percentage were you?
Oh, I don't know.
It said next to the hours there. You don't remember?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I was at like 50.7%. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Well,
I must have been a lot further down there then.
Well, the thing with the completion is it counts literally everything.
Yeah.
So like
every part for your slot car,
every item from the like Dragon and Tiger.
Yeah.
Like every weapon.
Yeah.
Every date, every song, everything.
Man.
So 50% in 60 hours was like, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot to do in that game. It's definitely worth it to play for the storyline. I don't know if it's worth it to play for 90% of the mini games.
The mini games generally suck, but I mean, like you do the phone club, but then you unlock sub stories afterwards, which are pretty funny.
Yeah.
So I like that, but like baseball, atrocious. Just hated baseball. Yeah. Bowling was fine. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the dancing mini game, pain in the ass. Love karaoke though. Just the songs are so good. So,
the main money making scheme for Kiryu with the real estate, I like that. That was fun. I did that a lot.
Yeah, I'm working on the last one to unlock his last. I got all the Media King ones I'm working on now.
I didn't get through everything, but you know, it was a good time going around, purchasing stuff, raising everything up, making sure your managers and your security guards weren't tired, swapping them around. That was a lot of busy work, but it was also a a lot of fun, and I liked that.
Dude, by the end, you make so much fucking money.
Yeah.
Like, you have so much money. I was walking around, and I had, like, 1.8 billion yen, and I was like, oh, Mr. Shakedown. Oh, let's have a fight. It's like, oh, I lost 1.8 billion yen. Oh, well. Now I see him walking around. It's like, he has 2 billion yen on him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because then you just go back to the base like 3 minutes later, and you got another billion yen.
Yeah.
So, pretty crazy.
Yeah. After playing through it, I was like, why isn't this not this storyline here not like an anime or something?
Oh, yeah.
Or like a movie or something, because it's a really good storyline.
Exactly. I know that in Like a Dragon, they have another real estate thing, but it's got like, you have to have like, there's like shareholder meetings, and you have to like talk to the different shareholders in different ways and stuff like that. So they always have those crazy mini games like that.
Yeah. Being a role-playing game, there's a lot of dialogue to get through. There's a lot of stuff where I'm just like, why didn't they do this way? So you just blast through it. There was a lot of slowdown in the game in stuff.
Yeah.
Every time I loaded it up, just put the controller down, eat some food while I watch everything.
Oh, like the previously on.
Not the previously on, but when you get into the chapter, there's just a lot of dialogue, a lot of storyline that happens before you get into being able to control anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, you know, I got used to it, so I would just I'd like make a bowl of whatever, eat my food while I'm watching everything going on.
I liked, it was weird how they had so many different styles of cutscenes.
Yeah, there were 3 or 4 different styles.
There'd be like real time. There would be pre-rendered.
Yeah.
There would be comic book stationary style.
Yeah.
And then there was like a black and white one too.
Yeah.
So it was like just weird seeing all the different.
Yeah.
But they all were different things. Like the black and white ones were like ancient history ones, I think.
Yeah.
The stationary comic ones were like recaps of things that had happened recently.
Yeah, in the past.
Yeah. And it was just like, oh, very interesting choices.
They could have. It was a little bit jarring when everything was happening. You'd be like, why is this like this now? Like, what is going on?
I wish that I had some sort of indicator when you're walking around town. There's a lot of people talking Japanese, but I have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
I mentioned that on stream and someone said, oh, it's generally just someone saying like, hey, big guy, do you want to have a good time?
Yeah, there's a lot of ladies in the night just chilling.
I think next time, like if I play Kiwame and it has English voices, I'll probably play with English voices next time.
Mm-hmm.
Just because for streaming, lots of times when people are watching the stream, they'll have like, they're doing something else or whatever. So a lot of times you just hear Japanese voices. You wouldn't have no idea what's going on if you're listening. Where if I put it on English, you could at least understand what was happening with the story or whatever. But yeah, I'm happy we played it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
super good.
Yep.
Despite my gripes.
Yeah. I mean, every game has gripes, so
yeah,
it is what it is.
And next up, the game we are playing next is System Shock, the remake.
Oh my god, really?
The original System Shock remake.
Oh my gosh, I already bought it.
I did too. I've already got it installed. I'm itching to go.
I haven't installed it yet, but I'm going to.
So if you want to play along with us, this one is a little bit different because we're paying full price for the video game, whereas a lot of the times it's either something we've gotten for free on Epic or it's on Game Pass or, something like that.
Low barrier of entry.
Yeah. So I think the idea is we're going to play a level. There are 8 levels in the game. Yeah. 8 or 9, can't remember which. And we're going to play a level and then we'll talk about it. And if you want to play along, and talk about it with us, you can join us live in the chat at twitch.tv/StreamVoidPod.
Yes.
Or join the Discord. The link is down below to the Purple Room Studios, where we are currently sitting in recording this lovely podcast.
We are.
And you can get in there. There will be a forum post in there about the game, about System Shock. And you can post your weekly updates there for how you did, how you played, how you found the game.
Or if you're not playing, any questions or comments you have about the discussion.
Yes, for sure.
So generally this is the end of the show at this point, but I don't know if we want to talk about it. We did forget one thing.
What did we forget?
Secret Invasion.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it? I watched that trash, dude.
I haven't had time. I thought about it last night and I was like, I gotta go to bed.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll talk about Secret Invasion next week.
Yes, I will.
God, I hope so, because I watched that shit. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, we will see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Goodbye.
Bye.